Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Lawrence now off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
A gain of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at the Saints' defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Hey, go! There we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Etienne. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the side.
And got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Saints at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They felt like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want big.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at the Saints defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On play action, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that Can't you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field? You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shut up, alert!
Here's a give to Bigsby to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Ethan Evans now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First down, Jacksonville.
A give to ETN running right. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set! 70 line, check go!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets it down to the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Cam Little to kick off
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Dances by him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
That is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so rugged. So right. It's so rugged. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, once for breakfast. 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Trip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. don't want no beef with.
Damn, you talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down. Like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my views too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real.
It's so Cali, go post that like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick a to your nose, this rolling stone and no. California, ill as pneumonia when we can fold you with the villain's aroma, peeling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.